Thank you.
Hi, everyone. It's Mitch from PickDogs.com and SportsChatPlace.com here with the Puck Dogs. Chris Ruffalo sporting the new hairdo there. I'm not sure what that is. It's kind of like a cross between just got out of bed and receding. Then we've got Rod Zawacki, the other Puck Dog, with me. Steve Monahan, the fourth amigo, out today. He's got no power. He's in Jersey, northern Jersey. They told him maybe 3 or 4 days you'll get your power. Everyone knows what happens when the power goes out of my house, which is rare. Um, Basically, I go to the freezer and just start eating all the ice cream first to make sure that don't want to see any of it go to waste. But that is Power Outage 101. Eat all the ice cream. Everyone knows that. Anyways,
Can't argue with that.
we got a full slate of games today. We've got 6 NBA, 6 NHL. We've got 16 Major League Baseball games. Just a lot of ground to cover, and just 3 of us to cover it. So, big upset yesterday in the NBA with the Nets beating the Bucks. That's why they play the games, and I'll tell you, that's why you don't throw minus 2,000 in your parlays, right? Because the risk to reward is not there. We just had a discussion about some Yankee better on the computer pick show. When there's no value in betting the Yankees, run line. There's just none. It's like the risk reward is not there, and that's why they're not one of the top 5 money teams this year, or even close, right? Even though they win, an incredible amount of games. The idea is to win money, not to be a fanboy. Anyways, let's get to our first game. We got the Utah Jazz taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. The Jazz laying 5.5 in this one. I like the way the Jazz are playing. Rod?
On this one here, I'm going to lean to the under. And the selection on the side is available at the website for me.
Chris?
I'm going to take a shot with the Grizzlies and the points. I don't want anything to do with the Jazz right now, and Memphis is battling for that 8th spot.
They are battling. Got the Sixers and the Wiz. The Sixers have been the doctors of disappointment, kind of zero rising to the occasion of this team. They're just heartless, right? I mean, kind of like Bryce Harper, right, for the Phillies. I don't know, maybe, we saw the Eagles team play inspired football, but Carson Wentz, Bryce Harper, and the Sixers kind of all. I just feel bad for the Philly sports fans. Maybe the Flyers get it done for them. Anyways, Wiz against the Sixers. Rod?
Surprisingly, I'm going to take the Wiz here. Give me Wiz plus the points. 76ers not at home. I think 76ers get the win, but not by that many.
Chris? Do the 76ers
Yeah, I don't think
finally
they're
play
motivated to
inspired
cover this
basketball?
number. Yeah, I don't think Philly's motivated to cover this number. I'll take Washington and the points too.
Yeah, me too. We got the Lakers against the Thunder. Kind of jumped there. Lakers -6 against the Thunder. The Lakers have clinched that number 1 spot in the West. So not a lot to play for here. Going to possibly see some limited minutes from the big guns. Chris?
So,
Rod, go ahead.
I'll take OKC and the points here. I don't think the Lakers will cover this.
And Chris?
Yeah, I'm on OKC as well.
It's kind of a weird setup. I'm used to the 4 box, and it's like now we're back to the 3. This is old school. This is like how it all began when I used to just be me, and then we had these guys because I don't know. I got sick of doing the penny flip on the hockey games, and then then Steve was like, "Well, I'm not doing anything because of COVID, so I'll come on also." Then Jeter. Oh, boy, I asked Bitler if he wanted to come on, but he was actually going to play golf, and he's in Pennsylvania, and I guess a lot of trees were down. And he ended up just getting stuck in traffic. He was in a grocery store parking lot is where he was when he hit me up for the message. So couldn't do the fill-in for Monahan. But got the Spurs against the Nuggets. Boy, the Spurs are playing some of the best basketball inside the bubble, aren't they? +3.5 here against Denver.
Give me the Spurs. I'll take the Spurs here plus the 3.5.
Chris?
Yeah, I'll take the Spurs too. They could almost be 3-0 if it wasn't for a last second bucket by Philly. So Spurs are battling. I'll take San Antonio.
Spurs for me as well. We've got the Magic up against the Raptors. One of those games where I did the video and then I was kind of like, I kind of then dug through the numbers after. Maybe I did it too early, so I wouldn't hold too much on that one. But Raptors against the Magic. Rod, Raptors have won 6 in a row. After yesterday's loss by the Bucks, maybe they see a crack in the door there where they can get to that number 1 spot.
For me in this game, of course, how could you not? This Raptor team is 48-18 or 48-17.
This is how they looked last season with Kawhi.
Yep. I think they have a bigger chip on their shoulder this year. No Kawhi, and they're going to be like everybody's counting us out. I don't think so. We're going to put 150% in. So for me, give me the Raptors here, and I lean to the under.
Chris, how about you?
I'm going to take the under. I see this one being a lower scoring game.
Got the Celtics up against the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn coming off of that major upset of the Bucks, and ironically, the Celtics, who need to beat the Bucks, right, couldn't get it done when they played them. You know, what are you guys thinking in this one? You know, this is actually pretty interesting, but like I said in my video, this is one video that I'll stick with what I said, and I'll tell you, the Nets aren't really known for stringing together big wins. Rod?
No, the Nets aren't known for stringing big wins together. But at plus 8.5, I'll take Brooklyn at plus 8.5.
Chris?
Yeah, I'll take a shot with the Nets as well. A lot of these bubble games have been closer than expected, so I'll take Brooklyn.
I predict pain. I think Boston's going to blow them out of the building. But that's it for NBA action for today, and let's see what we got for tomorrow in the NBA. We've got another 6 games, including the Lakers, Rockets, Clippers, Mavericks, Pacers, Suns, Portland against Denver. How about Portland last night? The Bucks and the Heat and the Kings and the Pelicans.
That's good games.
That's a schedule. That's a schedule. Speaking of schedules, the Big Ten has released their college football schedule. A lot of people talking, like I talked to a lot of people that, aren't, even cappers that aren't on our site. I talked to them and they're just like, oh, this guy's, there's not going to be college football. It's not going to be college football. I have not heard one thing that there's not going to be college football. The only thing I've heard is that UConn has canceled their schedule. I didn't even know they were still in Division One. I thought UConn was demoted division. They're hideous. Who cares? It's like they're just tired of getting their asses whipped. That's why they're not playing. And, the Big Ten has released their schedule. It's a 10-game schedule, and it's a little different of a schedule than what we've seen. There's also parts of the schedule, weeks that they left open, where they can fill in games. There's a few open weeks in each side where teams can move around and place those games in there if something happens and they have to reschedule. Remember that the COVID thing generally is about 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half, where they retest and do all of those things. So in a sport like football, it's even more likely that it is going to make it, because any time that they wouldn't be able to play or anything like that, it's a natural fit that they don't play for a week anyway. It's not like the Marlins who, we're supposed to play every day, or the Cardinals, right, who are supposed to play every single day. In football, some of these games are scheduled 2 weeks out, apart from each other. In case, something happens, they can move things around. But anyways, Ohio State, Michigan, not Thanksgiving weekend this year, for those of you headed to Vegas for that, like I normally do. It is October 24th, which happens to be someone I know's birthday. Anyways, let's get to Major League Baseball. Puck Dog's really excited about college football, I can tell. We've got, it's like, how do you get Ruffalo to not say anything? I don't know. Big Ten football, I guess.
No, I'm excited. Believe me, it didn't show, but I'm excited.
Yeah, one of my favorite websites that I used to get odds tries to get me to sign up for push notifications now. And it's like every day I go there, I say, no, I don't want push notifications. I hate push notifications. So I don't know why Vegas Insider did that, They've destroyed what was, I believe, the best odds on the internet. It was what I've been using Vegas Insider's odds for like the last 10 years plus. You know, they've destroyed them. They're unusable. It's like I think I'm just gonna click out of it and I'm gonna just try somebody else. Just not really sure what we have odds too, but ours are a work in progress, and it's like, you know, ours aren't spectacular right now either. But these guys were the best, and then they fixed it. It's like
fixed it, all right.
Yeah,
Totally fixed
it's
it,
like
all right.
you fixed it and made it unusable.
Yeah.
Unusable. Let's take something that worked for like 25 years and make it unusable crap. You know, that's what happens when a European company buys an American company. It's 99% of the time. Better Collective destroying Vegas Insider. Maybe they'll fix it. Who knows? Maybe they're mad at me now for saying that. But hey, you guys know you're only going to get the truth from me. Game 1, Yankees and Phillies. This one at Yankee Stadium. Looking for odds on this. Do you see anything on this, Chris?
First one was Yankees minus 141, Phillies minus 120.
And what are they saying for the pitching matchup?
I got Wheeler and Happ.
Wheeler and Happ.
I'm seeing Wheeler and to be determined.
No,
Wheeler and Happ.
It's got to be Happ and Montgomery, right, for the Yankees. So
They're giving me Wheeler and Happ right now.
let me just take a look. I have some other sources. I like to dig around. In the meantime, put some comments up. It's not that
It's doubleheader day, isn't it?
It's not that I'm not a fan of Andrew Heaney. It's that I think he's overrated. Yeah, I think everyone's a little surprised how the NHL is panning out. I'm showing Happ against Wheeler in the early game. Yankees minus 131 and Phillies at plus 118. Originally, when I did the video on this one, I thought it was going to be Nola against Happ. And
That's in game 2.
yeah, I took the Yankees in that one. So it's actually, I have it backwards. Well, it's Nola's. It can't be game 2. It's Montgomery and Nola is game 2. But game 1 is Happ against Wheeler, and now we got to figure it out. In this one, I like the Phillies. Chris,
I'm on the Phillies as well. I like what Wheeler's done.
I'm on the Phillies as well. We're all in agreement. Give us the Phillies today.
yeah, I think that's where the value is, plus 118. So just a light line like that,
Shop that. You can get plus 129 on another book.
Yeah.
I just seen. So there's an $11 difference.
Yeah, I've seen it plus 135 as well. It's all kind of all over the map. We got Baltimore against Miami in game 1 of a twin bill. Hernandez against Cobb. You know, the Marlins I know they haven't played a lot of games, but man, they're 4-1, right? So it's like, yeah, it's craziness. And here they are against the Orioles. I gotta like them again today against Cobb. Chris?
Yeah, I like the Marlins as well. I'm not an Alex Cobb guy, so I'll take the Marlins.
Got Rod. Who do you like in this one?
I'm taking Miami. I took Alex Cobb last time, and he almost got the job done.
All right,
I'll take Miami here.
I'm gonna post a comment and let's show a show of hands. How many people believe this guy? I threw $100 on the Nets money line before the game. Yeah, I say, then why didn't you post it before the game? It's like we talked last night when we were shooting the hockey videos. What's the biggest money line you ever hit? And mine was the backyard brawl in 2007. I've told this story a million times, and it's weird because that was back in the days when Pinnacle was legal in the U.S. and I used to use Pinnacle, and I mean I hit that one hard on the. I was having one of those seasons. It was before I had started the website, and it was I was just having one of those seasons, and I was just like, man, I think they got a chance. And I hit it, but I don't sit there and talk about it all the time, you know. Or Monahan's okay. He's just miserable without power. We've all been without power. Hey, I don't have any lighting today. No one even said anything. I feel a little something, right? Some blue. Since the puck dogs don't have the blue going, there we go. Anyways, I also got this guy. This is the one that's normally over there. No one said anything. That doesn't look so hot, does it? All right. Got Scherzer against Porcello, Washington, and the Mets. 2 Cy Young Award winners going here. You know, you look at that. I said in the video, you look at that Tiger pitching staff from back then, and 3 Cy Young Award winners on it. Verlander, Scherzer, and Porcello. But Porcello kind of a one-hit wonder, while Max Scherzer, first ballot Hall of Famer. Chris, what are you thinking here?
I like the total over 8.5. I think this one hits double digits, but my strongest play of the day is on the side, and that's available in the premium area.
Rod?
I'm gonna take a shot here with the Mets. I can't say no to a nice plus 190 on a Mets team that's not playing horrible baseball.
Okay. I guess so.
Yeah, call me crazy, but
yeah, I'll call you crazy.
I'm gonna go against Scherzer today.
It's always a really good bet.
No, not always.
taking Rick Porcello is always a great idea. It's like you got Martin Perez against Ryan Yarbrough today in the Tampa Bay Boston game. This was one of my spread knowledge picks on the Spread Knowledge show. Spread Knowledge loved the over. I like the over too in this one. So, Rod?
I'll take the Rays and the over. Definitely going over.
Yeah, I like the over as well.
Got the Twins against the Pirates. Series moves to Pittsburgh. Williams is on the mound without Monahan here. Up against Dobnak. Chris, anything? This Tom Hart might be the most annoying guy we've ever had in the comments. It's like, this guy knows zero about betting, right? You think the books took a hit with the Bucks losing? I don't think so. I'm gonna guess that there was probably a zillion people out there that just because I've seen everybody's tickets right in Facebook groups and I kind of am active, right? So it's like I've seen what people do is they take a favorite like the Bucks, put them on the money line, and throw them in their parlay tickets, and more than likely that busted up like half the parlay tickets that were even made yesterday. I mean, I would never do it. I always tell people that's crazy because the reward isn't there, but people, they love to do it, right? They love to take, oh, this is just an easy one to throw in there, like kind of, you know, an extra payout. There's no way the books took a hit on a big dog winning, ever. It's never in the history of the world. Anyways, back to this one. Dobnak and Williams.
I'm going to take the Twins on the run line. I think they're going to be too much for Trevor Williams here.
Yeah, I agree with Chris. Give me Twins on the run line here.
Got the Indians and the Reds. The Reds had Castillo in this spot. Now it's Antone up against Clevenger. Male pitched exceptional yesterday. He had 1 hit and 10 strikeouts. He had Bieber dead to rights. They took Male out, and he ended up with a no decision. The Reds lost the game, and those of us with the Indians run line ended up winning. I mean, it was just they took him out, and it was like they didn't even put Amir Garrett in, you know, until it was too late. It was I don't understand it, but anyways, the series now, they're doing a lot of these 2 games in 2 game series this week, and this is one of those. It goes from Cincinnati now to Cleveland with Clevenger against Antone. Rod?
I'm going to take a shot here with the Reds. I'm not a fan of Clevenger at all.
Chris?
I'm going to take the under 8.5. I It's a lower scoring game.
All right. I kind of like the over in this one. Clevenger's been really not like Clevenger this season. That's for sure. We got Toronto against Atlanta. Ryu up against Newcomb. I don't think Newcomb's been as good as we've seen in the past. You know, I kind of thought that he's have to step it up. Now he's going to be moving up in the rotation, so he's really in trouble. Ryu hardly looking like a Cy Young Award winner. Rod?
Ryu looking like he's had a few Twinkies sitting on the couch over the COVID, and he's still going to have to take a few games to work into it. Give me the Braves here on the run line.
A lot of people
The
posting
Ryu cocktail.
A lot of people posting.
Yeah, I think
best
so. And a
minor.
smoke too, and a smoke going at the same time. Like,
The Ryu cocktail at Twinkies and Marlboros. I'll take Toronto here. I'll take a shot with the yard goats.
Got the Yankees versus the Phillies game 2. It's Nola against Montgomery. This one is almost a pick 'em, Chris. But actually, it looks like early lines, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'll take a shot with Philly. Kind of like Nola, yeah, even though he hasn't looked like staff ace this season. I think he bounces back and holds the Yankees here.
He's looked terrible. Rod?
I'm gonna take the Yankees here. It's the only time you're gonna see some value on the Yankees all year, and not minus 200 or minus 300. Give me the Yankees to win game 2.
I hurt Tom Hart's feelings because he can't give his picks out before the game. He has to say them afterwards, and then I mean, whatever. We're not gonna waste 2 seconds on someone that picks games after they're over. Anyways, Bubik against U Garbage up in Kansas City. Darvish, a gigantic road favorite. I saw him at minus 200, but this one kind of coming down a little bit. He's at minus 195. Still see him at minus 210, minus 193-ish, 191. Up against Bubik, the lefty. The Cubs really hitting the ball well. And, you know, I always talk about money winners and how the Cubs are normally, you know, not ever on that list. They're on that list right now, and Rod is frozen in an awkward position. There he goes. Anyways, Chris?
Oh, I missed it.
It was one of these. I love it. How about this? The guys that take their picture like this and they show it like on, it's like, I hate the hand on face pictures. I just hate them. I just think like, it's so stupid, you know? It's like, why do you have your hand on your face? You know, it's like, why don't you just do this? Chris, who do you like? That's what the vexing issue here happens to be. Darvish is quite.
Give me the over. Give me the over here.
Tom Hart doesn't
I've
care.
gotta say.
How about you, Rod? My feelings are hurt.
I'm gonna give me Kansas City. Give me Kansas City. We're an upset. They almost pulled it off yesterday. Came within 1 run. Made it close. Give me Kansas City.
I didn't skip over. I showed your comments. I just go them really quick because we've got so many of them here. It's nice, you know, that we have a lot of comments. I see some other shows with like 3 people watching. I'm like, why do these guys even bother? And it's like we never have that problem, and I just appreciate everyone that shows up for the show. But it's like, if you're going to talk about picks, the best time to make those is before the game. We have a Facebook group, and you know, I always say, join the Facebook group, put your picks in there. And it's like, it's not like here where they just fly through the comments and people are not going to see them. In the Facebook group, you put something there, it stays there for forever, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I never scroll back that far, but I'm going to guess that Rod, do Facebook comments ever go away? Like, I don't think so, because I think like if you put somebody's name there, it like shows like every comment that they ever made, right? Like,
Yeah, unless somebody deletes it off your page, but yeah, they don't go away. They go everywhere. certain words will even trigger the Facebook police.
The Facebook police.
Facebook police. You haven't got put in Facebook jail?
I've never been put in Facebook.
Or got Facebook warnings?
Oh, I think I did get put in Facebook jail 24 hours. I think I called somebody. I think I called somebody a sock tucker, something like that, and they reported me.
And then they'll report you.
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't that word, but it was something very close.
The Facebook police will give you a 24-hour suspension.
The White Sox have caught fire. Hauser against Keuchel here, though, as the series moves to Chicago. But the White Sox really started the season slow, and now they are rolling. Who do you got? Who do you like in this one, Chris?
I'll take the White Sox. You're right. They have been rolling, and Milwaukee's been stumbling lately, and I'm not sure how to feel about Adrian Hauser. I like Keuchel and the White Sox here.
Steve?
Yeah, I like the White Sox too. Keuchel's won both his starts.
I called Rod Steve because Joe Kavanaugh commented he's a friend of ours. So it's like I know that Steve's not here because of the power outage, but and that's what I was thinking. I said Steve, and Rod started talking, but it's Rod. So wacky.
Yeah, I like Keuchel here. He's won his 2 starts. He definitely get a solid 5 innings. I don't think 6 innings yet. But he'll definitely get a solid 5. He's won both his starts. Give me the White Sox here.
All right. You know what? I think I have something. What happens if I go to this one? This is from the hockey show, but I can actually use this and make it easier. Boom, boom, and where is it? I can't find it. There it is. All right. Now we all know who everybody is. How's that? Makes it nice and easy. I don't know why I didn't do that at the beginning of the show. We got Miami versus Baltimore, game 2. Still not seeing a pitcher here for Miami, so we'll skip over that one. We'll head to Colorado against San Francisco. John Gray against Webb. Rod, the Rockies, red hot.
Yeah, give me the Rockies here on the run line. I like Gray, and he's pitching at home.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm on the Rockies on the run line.
I like the way the Rockies are playing, but they can't win them all, you know. So it's always you got to take your shots, you know. And they're not going to sweep every series and things like that. You just have to find your shots, you know. In baseball, you got to take your shots. And I think I'm going to take a shot. Giants. Kyle Gibson against Sean Manaea in Oakland. The A's starting to put together some wins as well. I believe they lead the West. Rod?
Yeah. I think Oakland just keeps rolling right over Texas. Give me Oakland here on the run line.
Chris?
I'm going to take the under here. I think we see a pitcher's duel.
There it is, 16,100. Just flipped on the subscribers. I love it when it does it on the live show. That's always the coolest. Yeah, this one, not a fun game. I'm just going to go with the under. Richards against Stripling. The Padres just choked that game away last night. It's like you're winning. Lamet, yeah, he's laboring a little bit. He gives up a couple runs. It's 2-2, so let's just put Stammen in. I mean, what are you thinking? Chris, how many times have you lost when they put the Stammen in? So many times. It's like I heard Stammen, I'm like, I lost. I said to my wife, I'm like, I lost this one.
Yeah, I think too many times to count for me.
Yeah, it's like hearing Familia for the Mets.
No. What do you think here, Richards and Stripling?
I'm going to take the Dodgers. I like Stripling and what he's done so far this year, and I'm not a Garrett Richards fan, so give me the Dodgers.
I'm agreeing with Chris. Give me the Dodgers here. Stripling's the only Dodger pitcher to actually go 6 innings so far this year. Give me the Dodgers.
I like the Padres. Got the Astros against the Diamondbacks. Robbie Ray on the hill coming off of that performance last time, which was textbook Ray. Believe he walked 17 batters or something. Something like that. Let's see what his line was on that last game. Let's see. Robbie Ray. He walked six batters. Six last time out. He walked 6 in 4.2 innings, though. 5 hits on top of it. That's 5 runs, 2 dingers. Not fun for Diamondback fans. Normally they expect that from their bullpen. Up against Lance McCullers Jr., who honestly we have not seen his good stuff this season either. 4 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs last time, 4 walks and a dinger, 91 pitches, and then in his first outing, 5 hits, 2 runs, 6 strikeouts. A little bit stronger performance against the Mariners, but last time out against the Angels, it took some big run support. Rod, what are you thinking here?
I'm thinking we're going to see some runs today. Give me the over.
Yeah. I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to take the under, but just barely. I just don't know if Arizona can do enough to contribute here, unless Houston gets that number on their own, which they very well could.
Yeah, we cover games the day of the game, so we'll cover UFC fights on the day that we have the UFC fights, and if these guys don't feel like doing it, we'll bring somebody else in to do it. Hammer fist. Love the hammer fist. It's like, what's your favorite UFC move? Hammer fist. Julio Teheran still has a job. He's with the Angels. He's up against Marco Gonzalez with an S for the Mariners. I don't know. The Mariners only plus 115 in this game, plus 110. I mean, people talk about how bad this team is, yet here they are at plus 110. Maybe somebody knows something. Rod, what do you know?
I know Trout's back, and the Angels look pretty happy that he's back.
Home run in his
happy,
first
proud
at-bat.
papa. I'm going to take the Angels here.
Chris?
And I'm going to take the Mariners. Gonzalez 6-1 his career against the Angels, so I'll take the Mariners and plus money.
Of course, you can find our best bets in baseball today over at the website. You go to the main menu and click on the Premium Picks tab. Anyways, let's go to the NHL. It has been a crazy restart for the NHL. Crazy, crazy, crazy. What's red, white, and blue and is taking up all the good tee times at the golf course? That would be the New York Rangers. Anyways, we got the Panthers up against the Islanders. Some odd rotation numbers coming out here. 001 versus 002. You just don't see this every day. The Panthers plus 105. The Islanders plus 120. Golf in anyone's future here. Rod.
Yeah, I think we're going to see somebody else going golfing here today. It's their turn to go golfing. The Islanders have beat Florida 6 straight. I don't see that changing. Give me the Islanders here.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some goals as well in this one, though. So I'm going to take the over 5. I can see the offense is waking up for this one.
Got Nashville up against Arizona. And we have Nashville minus 125, Arizona plus 110. It's so weird that they're considered the road team, right? But nobody really on the road. What do you think in this one, Chris?
I'm going to take the over here as well. The defenses haven't been great so far in this series. I think we see a higher scoring game here. We see at least 6 goals, so I'll take the over 5.
Rod?
And I'm going the other way. I'm going to take the under 5. I think at worst it lands on the 5. Then you get a push. But I'm going to take the under 5 here.
Got the Bruins up against the Lightning. I know that I always say Tampa Bay Lightning, you can go suck it. I got some really nasty comments and actually emails that people took the time to write me to discuss this. You know, how they beat me because they went with the Lightning. Like, I've done a hockey pick in the last 15 years of doing this show. I just don't like the Lightning because they can suck it. It's because they didn't want to play, and that's why I don't like them. It's because everybody else wanted to play. Everyone voted to play except for the Lightning. If it was up to them, there'd be no hockey. Bruins against the Lightning, Rod. Oh, that
Yep.
Did you hear that? Lightning Rod. It just kind of just happened. Just all right.
Not today.
Not our best show. Not our best show. Not our worst, but not our best.
I agree with you, Boston. Or Tampa Bay can't suck it, and Boston's going to beat them today. Boston, I think, wakes up out of their little 2-game losing slump and gets a win here today.
You'd be shocked, Rob, about the number of emails I get and how nasty they are. Like, just super nasty. Super, super personally nasty. Chris?
Yeah, as much as we rag on them, I'm going to go Tampa Bay here. I think Tampa Bay wins this game. Beat Boston 3 or 4 times this year. And they're going to back into the number 1 seed, even though they don't necessarily want it. So I'll take Tampa Bay.
All right. It was nice seeing Chris on the show for the last few months and being a member of Sports Shop Place and Pick Dogs. Chris, today's your last day. Anyways, we got Avalanche against the Stars. Stars plus 115, Avs minus 135. I like the Avs. Rod? Rod's texting his girlfriend.
I like the Stars.
Rod's texting his girlfriend on the side. His
I
wife, because
was-
wife's not in the
I
room,
was-
so he's able to.
See, I was actually looking to see who the starting goalie was for the Boston Bruins, and it is Rask, so I'm definitely going Boston.
Wait a minute, does he have the what's the guy from Tiger? What was the show? I mean,
Oh, Joe Exotic.
yeah, Joe Exotic. It looks like Joe Exotic. Is he wearing the cowboy hat there?
No, he's got his mask is a bear. With
It looked like a guy wearing the hat. It looked like Joe Exotic. It looked like on the camera. It looked like Joe Exotic. Oh, there it is. All right.
He's got like the big bear mouth and it's opening up, but that's their number 1 goalie. I think that's why Boston was a little sluggish. They were worried about him. He's had an undisclosed issue, but he's ready to make his start today. I love this play.
Chris?
That's what I was looking at.
Yeah, I'm going to go under 5.5 in Colorado, Dallas. Each of the regular season games finished 5 goals or less, and I think both teams want a solid defensive effort going into the last round robin game, so I'll take the under.
Got the Montreal Canadiens at plus 150 against Pittsburgh. I don't know. Montreal, they look good in the first game, right? So I'm not really sure how you get to this. Plus 150. I'm not saying that they should be favored or anything, but just seems like a pretty big price. I mean, it was 3-2 in overtime in the first one. Montreal was at about these same odds. They've been the same odds every single game. So if you bet Montreal twice, you're in the money. I don't know. This seems like, I mean, the games have been close in this series. It just seems like, I don't know. You guys are going to tell me who's going to win, but I'm going to say there might be some value here, just based on the price and how close the games have been. It's not like the Rangers against the Hurricanes where it's like, why bother? The redeeming factor there of the Rangers Hurricane series was that no one had to pay for a ticket.
Yeah,
to watch that crap. That was, I mean, I always say NHL playoff hockey is the best, but that was straight crap. Straight crap. I mean, the Rangers should be embarrassed as an organization to waste space inside the environment. It's like they should be forced to play the Lightning.
It would have been even worse.
For who?
Yeah, for who?
So Canadians against the Pens. Who you like?
Huge value with Montreal here today. So I'm definitely going to take a shot with Montreal. But I'm also going to take the under. We've seen the under hit in all these games. Tight, checking battle. Give me the under and Montreal.
Chris, who do you like?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot with Montreal as well. I think a couple bounces go their way, you can put Pittsburgh on the brink of elimination. So I'll take Montreal.
All right. We've got the Edmonton Oilers bouncing back after that first game bombing by the Blackhawks to get the win in Game 2. And now the Oilers appear to have a little bit of the mojo going. Rod, I know you're excited about the Oilers this year, and they were my pick as well to win the Stanley Cup. So that first game, not looking like the hockey expert that I'm not. But Chris, what do you think here with this one, with the Oilers and the Blackhawks?
I like the Oilers here. I think they figured out what was wrong after Game 1. They put Mikko Koskinen in net and helped the Oilers pick up a win. Chicago's not going to win many games with the combination of Corey Crawford and Malcolm Subban, so I'll take Edmonton minus 135.
So when the Blackhawks originally switched to Crawford after they had won that first Stanley Cup, and then they switched to Crawford, I never liked the move at the time, you know, and I was living in Chicago. I never understood the move at the time. And then the next time, you know, they played the Bruins for the Cup, right? And it was like he gave up like 9 goals in one game and they won, you know, or he gave up 8 goals and they won. And, you know, Quenneville's response was, you know, at the press conference, he's like, yeah, it was the other guy gave up 9, you know. It's like he gave up 8. Yeah, the other guy gave up 9. But it's like I never thought Crawford was quite the same goalie as the guy they had before that. Niemi, right? Niemi?
Yeah, Niemi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was definitely the better goalie. But anyways, what do you think of
There
this
was a
one?
one-hit wonder.
What do you think about this one? Well, why? It's like they got rid of him, but he was, you know, he played great.
Yeah, they got rid of him, and then he didn't do so good, and then just disappeared into the
Yeah, well, the
sunset.
Blackhawks happen to have 6 Hall of Fame defensemen on one team, you know,
Yeah.
all the time. So it's gonna, you know, Seabrook. They had Duncan Keith. They had a bunch of guys, right? Who were the? I'll look it up.
And Chalmerson too in that lineup maybe at one point.
What year was that? Let's say it was about 2000.
For me in this Oilers Blackhawks game, we've seen 10 goals in Game 1. We've seen 9 goals in Game 2. I don't see any difference here in Game 3. Take the over 6.5. As we're gonna probably see a whole pile of goals again. McDavid with the hat trick last game.
Was it 2008 that they won the first one?
I thought they won in 2010 and 2012.
They won 3 times.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying those are the 2 I remember. I think it was 2012, 2010, and 2014 or 15.
So, yeah, Bufflin, Campbell.
I got
Johnson,
Buckland. Yeah, Buckland was there.
Johnson, Duncan Keith, Seabrook, Brent Sopel. That was the 2010 team. But I believe it only got better. Anyways, Rod, who do you like in this one? I'll get back to this.
I took the over. The side is available at the website. Like I said, Game 1, 10 goals. Game 2, 9 goals. I see pretty much the same. We're going to easily fly over the 6.5. Even the over 6.5.
All right, that covers our NHL segment for today. And I guess we've covered pretty much everything today. Let's get to the wrap-up segment. Let's see. I have to change out of this. And let's go with... So weird the way they set up my cameras now. I don't know why they did it this way. I don't even know how to get it. I guess we'll just have to go back to where we were. Chris, what do you got as far as bird cages for today or anything of that nature?
I'll do a cross-sport bird cage. I'm going to take the Oilers on the money line, the Memphis Grizzlies plus the points, and the Minnesota Twins on the run line.
Rod, how about you?
I got two for you today. I got one in the MLB. We'll start with it. Give me Miami on the money line.
Which game? Game one?
Game one.
Okay.
Game one. Give me Miami on the money line. Give me Yankees on the money line in game number 2. And give me the White Sox on the money line. MLB birdcage there.
I'll go over in the Red Sox Rays. I'll take the over in the Indians Reds game and the over in the Yankees Phillies game 2. And those will be my my birdcage for today as well. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We're here every day at about 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, I do my computer pick show at 10:30. Normally, we're here with Steve Monahan, and boy, it's, we did this show for a long time when there was no sports going on at all. It sure is nice to just get back to giving picks, and we're still kind of getting back into the flow of things. And sometimes it gets a little choppy, a lot of ground to cover, but I enjoy it, and I'm thankful that everyone who shows up every day. We have about 300 people to 400 people a day, depending on the day, 500 people sometimes that watch us live. It's amazing. Like I said, I see other people doing live shows with 2 people watching or something. It's like, that can't be any fun. Even the people that, even the people whose comments I don't like so much. Remember, pick the games before they start. That way you get paid. Have a great day, everyone.